what we can see right off the bat is that the intake right here has a clean silver around the valve seat, which is right here. The ring, it's a valve seat. Now on the exhaust, it looks a lot worse, like it's not sealing correctly. And your exhaust valve, compared to your intake valve, you can see has a lot of corrosion. Well, it's not corrosion. Basically, it's burnt oil around the bottom of it. But if we look at the sealing area, which is right here around everywhere, you can see that it's not sealing correctly. It should be fairly clean. It's not damaged, but it just needs to be seated better. Whereas if you look at the intake valve, you can see the silver around where it seats, or this is where it seals. Now we're going to take some fine abrasive paste and put it on here and put it on the valve seats right here, and I will grind the valve into the seat and make it fit better. But in doing that, what happens is we change the valve stem height, and this is the valve stem top, and that height will sit up higher in the valve spring, which will mean I'll have to get different size little stainless steel pellets for the valve spring clearance. So now what I'm going to do is clean this up and clean up this chamber over here, and it should have a hole that goes into the valve, into the exhaust valve, and over here somewhere. And I'll clean this up with a rasp, and I'll just do a nice job on it. I'll clean everything up, and the intake looks fine. The exhaust looks like it just needs some work. It's not bad or good. It just needs a little tune-up. So I'm going to tune up those valves. Make sure you put your valves where it should go. And we have our neat little tool over here, which will, when the valves go back in, I'll compress the springs. I'll put the little spring stops in right here and release the pressure, and they'll be fine. You tell it was running hot here. That's probably because of the oil wasn't, lack of oil or something. But I'll clean these all up and I think they'll be fine. But we'll just have to see. You can order all new parts, and I'll tell you, they get you for the little valve, the little keepers, the spring, all kinds of things. But it doesn't look really that bad. It just needs to be cleaned up and gone through. And that is how you disassemble the valves from your Honda Ruckus. Next video series will be how to clean these areas up so that you have very good compression and your valve servicing is working good. And these right here, these black dealies in here, are your valve guides. There's one on each side, and they're what the valve runs on, or runs through to keep it true to form, so it can seal while it goes up and down all day long. And there you have how to take the valves out of a Honda Ruckus. As we continue with our Operation Ruckus, Project Ruckus, rebuilding the entire little bike motor. Rock on, my friends.